Prince Harry wants to keep his position as ceremonial head of the Royal Marines and would like one day to return to the appointment. So the biggest thing that Harry lost was all of his appointments. He had appointments over the Marines, the Navy, the Air Force, and the Army. Now, he also skipped the memorial for, I believe it was 8 Marines killed in an IRA bombing, and instead he went to the Lion King. This says several things to me. One, he could have made it to both, okay, but he only attended the Lion King, and that was clearly what Meghan wanted, and that's where he huckstered for Meghan to get the voiceover role at Disney, which she got. So that's a lot of control she's exerting over him. He doesn't have personhood at that point to go along with that and to just shirk his duties. And that's what my narcissist did to me, so I understand that. You know, it's like Harry completely changed or something. The cops were called on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle for an explosive fight at the Tyler Perry mansion. Well, most of the time I don't believe they're together, but when they are together, okay, are they fighting like cats and dogs? That's a real question. And these are all kind of along the same line. Prince William is advising Prince Harry to return to London or move somewhere safer, beyond LA. Okay, is the palace making overtures to get Harry back at this point? Because the Queen can order Harry to return. They're fighting like cats and dogs. The palace is saying, come back, Harry. Harry's now starting to verbalize, I would really like to get my roles back as over the military because I love that so much. And he's beginning to verbalize the idea that he is thinking about coming back. Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. It seems like Prince Harry is now starting to verbalize his desire to return to the United Kingdom, and specifically that he wants to assume his position in the Royal Marines again. The thing that, you know, hurt the most for him was losing all of his appointments in the military, because that was very important to him. How did that everything get pushed up like that? So let's take a look at that. What is the chance that Harry can recover his position in the Royal Marines? Okay, because he gave up ceremonial headships. You know, he's the head of the Royal Marines. He's also the head of, I don't know what these positions are called. I've looked them up. I can look them up. But the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, all of them. He's got a, you know, and he kept getting more of these positions, which is really great. And I think he really liked that. His big deal is the Invictus Games, which is helping wounded veterans, you know, sort of an Olympics for wounded veterans, which was canceled this year because of the bug. So, and with regard to that, there's going to be a huge rise in cases now, or because of these protests, thousands and thousands of people worldwide, you know, gathering and not social distancing. Okay, so either there's going to be a huge outbreak, like in the next month, okay, and the hospitals are going to be packed, and if that doesn't happen, this was all just a big psyop. So what is the chance that Harry recovers his role as head of Marines? Because he's still on the 1 year, you know, let's try it out thing. Oh dear. Harry skipping the memorial for the 8 or 10 Marines who died from a bomb blast. I think it was an IRA bomb blast. That was only 2 hours away. People realize that. He could have gone to both. But what this says to me is that Meghan has such... He's like enslaved by Meghan. And I understand this. I think a lot of people don't understand this and will blame Harry, and I think most people blame Harry. But I understand this because she has such tremendous control over him that she completely stopped him from being Harry. She has completely stopped him from being Harry. Okay, and it's hard to recover from that. And so, anyway, let's see. I think the public is largely blaming Harry. It was his duty to go to that, and he could have gone to both the memorial and the Lion King, but he didn't. So does he have, what's his chance of getting it back? Blocked, officially blocked, and he's overseas. 1924, 6 spades, and a bad relationship. He's taken so many steps away from his role as a royal, away from his roles, with the military, that it's a long distance from here to there. In the past, he had a very good situation. This is a new and fresh start on his mind. The sun, everything grows in the sun. What's in the outcome? We have scourge, karmic relationship, heart, player, and water into wine. Water into wine and player are... water into wine is a transformation cards. Player is making a play and transformation. Best good intentions, the relationship, working the relationship or conflict in the relationship. He'll have to work to get back into the good graces of the British people and really transform himself to get it back. I do see it as possible, but he's gone so far, far, far away from his roles and duties and his positions, by going to California. That just really, goodness, none of this makes any sense for Harry. Okay, leaving the royal family, going to California, trying to break into the movie business. Boy, this just doesn't make any sense. Okay, and as you know, and they're constantly compared to Wallace and Edward. Edward's actions for Edward, former King Edward, make no sense for Edward. Nothing that he did made any sense. It just didn't make any sense. It's complete buffoonery and madness. So we have the cops being called out for Meghan and Harry. Okay, I don't believe Harry's mostly there. I think he's mostly not with her. Let's look at Meghan and Harry. Are they fighting like cats and dogs? Okay, for the brief amount of time that they are together, are they fighting like cats and dogs? Do people literally need to tie Harry down to the chair so that he can sit next to her in a video chat, on a Zoom chat? Because we don't even see Harry and Meghan together on Zoom chats. Almost never. I mean, they're never together, and we never see Archie. So are they fighting like cats and dogs? Meghan? Because Meghan needs to hold on to Harry. He's her golden goose. Are Meghan and Harry fighting like cats and dogs? Butterfly, public, straight razor, and olive tree. The relationship is cut publicly, so 7, 3 hearts. So publicly it's very sweet, but the relationship is already cut. It seems that it's already cut. What's going on with Harry? Strength, crossroads, fox, independent, very independent. This could be another woman. 23, 28, 7 spades. So he is secretly somewhere else a lot. He's rooted somewhere else. He's living somewhere else independently. This could say that he's seeing another woman. What's on top? Star of Bethlehem and Executioner. They're going through a divorce. Executioner is the judge, and the divorce cutting the path. 25 spades. This is all ending. What's here? Sour relationship in the family and in everything. 12 and 6, 18. It's just not going well. So are they? I asked. The police are called for knockdown, drag-out fight at the Tyler Perry mansion. I'm not seeing that here. I'm seeing that Harry is mostly somewhere else, and the relationship is already cut, and they're going through the divorce. And that's what I keep getting for them. So I actually think that it's fake news that they were fighting like cats and dogs at the Tyler Perry house. So is Harry, let's back up here. Is Harry looking at returning to the UK for a couple of months? Because I've heard this, and I've heard that Meghan is terrified about that. But, because he's her golden goose. She only has this royal status with Harry. I mean, what happened to Fergie when she left? She wasn't a royal anymore. Not really. And then the Queen wouldn't let her use this title or that title, because Fergie was trying to capitalize on the royal shine. And that's really the main thing that Meghan has. That's what people want. When they see Meghan Markle coming, they're like, oh, that's the royal shine. I want some of that. Rub off on me. Rub some of that royal shine off on me. Okay, and that's what the BLM movement is interested in, the legitimacy of the crown itself through Meghan Markle and especially Harry coming to go to bat for them. They really want that. So is Harry looking to return to the UK for a few months? Because that's what all of those things, the fighting, William saying you need to find a safer place or come back to the UK, and what was the third thing? The third one. All that stuff. Everything I showed you, everything we're talking about is Harry is, and saying he wants to reassume his roles. So is Harry looking at returning to the UK for a few months? I wonder, ooh, devil. As if they were together and Harry returned to the UK for a few months, he's going to be influenced by other people. She doesn't have that death grip of control on him where she can, and people are always noticing she's putting her hands on him, and they hate it because it's control. So she could lose control of him if he went to the UK. Is he looking at returning to the UK for a few months? Devil, liar, magi. Magi can be deceptive. 24 and 6, 38 diamonds. Cornucopia, hand in hand, lying to all the people, and it's all an illusion. All of it. Everything that we're seeing them together, happy family, at the Tyler Perry house, it's all an illusion. It's all lies and illusion just for the people. So everything that we're currently seeing is an illusion and a lie. They're not together. I don't even think Archie is with Meghan, because if Archie was with Meghan, she should be showing him off all the time. So Harry's not with Meghan, Archie's not with Meghan, and she's not staying at the Tyler Perry house. They just pop in and out to do some pap shots and then complain that the paparazzi are all over them. What's underneath? Big change in the entire material situation and a good situation. 22, 6 diamonds. So a big change is coming up for Harry. So I asked, does Harry want to return to the UK for a few months? And the answer I got is everything that we're currently seeing and is being reported in the news about Harry and Meghan together is a lie and an illusion. He is looking to make a big change in his situation. He's looking to make a big change. And he really needs to, or Harry's going to cease to exist. Has the Queen intervened? Is she now has the Queen really started intervening in their marriage? Because she can order them to order Harry to return. Has the Queen begun intervening on Harry's behalf? Harry, you need to come back. This is obviously not working out. You're not a child. You're an adult male. What are you doing out in California? What are you doing? Okay. Has the Queen started intervening on Harry's behalf? Well, there's the intervention card. Here's the crown. And here's the 10 spades. Has the Queen begun intervening? Okay, so let's read the bottom first. We have earthquake. Everything that came before is wiped away in a moment. Crown. So the king cup overflowing, 7 diamonds, and 5 hearts. Reacting to circumstances, intervening in the very emotional situation. It's a really bad deal. This kind of, there are men and women who go through divorce and they don't recover for 10 years. They have emotional breakdowns and it's very bad. Okay, and Harry really seems to me like he's having a breakdown. He's going in and out of rehab. He's not with her. He's not himself. He looks like crap all the time. He's always wearing that same stupid shirt. Is that the double? Is that Harry? Is Harry like, I don't even want to get dressed in the morning. I don't even want to get up. It's a very bad emotional time. Crown, wiping it all away. Wiping away all of just completely with the earthquake, everything that came before is wiped away in a few minutes. So the Crown is intervening. King of Clubs and 7 diamonds. The Crown is intervening in this very emotional situation and reacting to circumstances to really make a huge change. Here we have Harry making a big change. We have a lot of 10s. It's almost done. 10, 10, 10. All the 10s are showing up. Yep. So the Crown is intervening. The Queen is intervening. What is going on the surface? Very difficult situation, cast out and far away, and opportunistically. 12 and 12, 24, 6 spades, incubus, succubus. Very negative situation. Is the Queen, what did I ask? Is the Queen intervening for Harry? Right on the surface, it's really bad. Okay, even the mainstream media is picking this up. We've been talking about it for 6 months or a year, about how bad it is between Harry and Meghan. But even right on the surface, everyone is starting to notice. Everyone is starting to notice how bad the situation is for Meghan and Harry. Everyone. Okay, it's just right on the surface, and everybody's seeing it now. All right. So I do see Harry, he's making overtures to come back. We're going to start seeing this in the mainstream media very soon. He may actually be primarily living in the UK now. Okay, but nobody's saying this. He's not with Meghan, and Archie's not with Meghan, and they're not staying at the Tyler Perry house, and everything we're seeing is a lie. In the mainstream media, everything you're seeing is a lie. They're still painting the picture. Is there any chance that Harry can return to the Royal Marines? Well, he's gone really far, far away from it. But yeah, he can restart, but he's got to prove himself. He's going to have to put in the work and prove himself, and show his good intentions. And really, really turn it around. He's going to have to really turn it around, really put in the work, and show that he's committed to being a royal, and he's not just some idiot child following, handbag Harry, following Meghan around. Are Meghan and Harry fighting like cats and dogs? Because we have the reports of the police being called at the Tyler Perry mansion. This is false news because they're not even staying there. The relationship is cut and transforming. Harry is rooted somewhere else and may be seeing another woman. They're going through a divorce, and it's because the relationship is so bad on an ongoing basis. The 6 spades. It's just so bad. 4 hearts, 6 spades. The family relationship between them is just so bad. It's really bad. Okay. And that's what happens. Is Harry looking to return to the UK for a few months? It's interesting we got the devil on that question. It's all a lie. All of it. The entire material situation, 8 diamonds, is a lie, and just they're pulling the wool over everybody's eyes. He is looking to make a big change. I think this actually says, is he looking to return to the UK? This kind of says to me, probably he's in the UK now. Okay, so the news is Harry's looking to return to the UK, but he's already there. Okay, and that's why we're getting like the big liar card. They're just really lying to us, the mainstream media. Okay, and that's why we need to read tarot here, or we need to read some cards. Is the Queen intervening on Harry's behalf? Definitely. The Crown is intervening in this very emotional situation to completely wipe it away like it never happened. The earthquake just wipes everything away like it never happened. And right on the surface, it's just really, 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 really bad, and everybody's starting to notice. So I would conclude that Harry is finally surfacing and starting to look at coming back. And in the near future, we're gonna see Harry return to the UK publicly, and they're gonna, tell us, oh, Harry's back in the UK, and then comes the separation, then comes the divorce. So these are upcoming events, but we're not seeing it. They've not surfaced yet. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Many thanks to the generous folks who've purchased me a cup of tea. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe.